All right, now that we're in 2024, I want to take a moment and reflect on three important lessons that I learned last year when I did my self-assessment and looked back at my growth as a professional. So as a lawyer and a business owner and the managing partner of my law firm, I put a lot of pressure on myself. And at the end of the year, I did this self-assessment and looking back on the year, we had a great year. We grew tremendously. The team came together. We started forming this cohesive unit. But when I looked at myself as the leader of the firm, I was deficient in quite a few areas. And looking at that, I did this assessment and said, okay, what are the three major things that I can take from last year that I learned and shift next year? And it came down to really three things. The first one is delegation. I need to delegate more. Last year, I spent a ton of time just doing the work, engaging in the process, getting things done. That's great, but I didn't empower my people to learn to do the things I was doing. I just kept doing the work and just charging forward. I need to get better at delegating. If I want our firm to grow and grow exponentially and bring everybody to that next level, I have to delegate more. I have to let go of more things. As an entrepreneur and a business owner and a type A personality, we have a hard time doing that. That's been one of my challenges throughout my life, is letting go of control. So when I looked at last year, I said, okay, that was one of my deficiencies. This year, I'm going to make a conscious effort to delegate more and let go of control. And I'm starting to do that. We're putting systems in place that are allowing me to do that. So that's number one. Number two is just enjoying the process, not getting bent out of shape when things go wrong. Last year was a great year, but we had a couple key moments where the crap hit the fan and I was hard on myself. I took that on myself and I let that emotion and that anger and that frustration fester inside me, and it slowed me down in certain moments. And in the end, it's just part of the process. It's just one of the downs that come with the ups. As a business owner, nothing's going to be perfect. It's never going to go the way you anticipate. And you got to be willing to embrace the ups and the downs and just enjoy the process. That is something I didn't do. And in those instances where things went sideways, I let it really slow me down, and I shouldn't have. I should have just embraced it, stopped, looked at it, said, what did I learn, and move forward, and not let that emotion fester inside me for as long as I let it. Now, it wasn't a long time, but it's still, I shouldn't have let it happen at all. So that's number two. I have to make sure that I'm just enjoying the process. And the last piece of advice, or the last lesson I learned, was pay attention to the data. I've never been a data-driven person. I use my intuition to make decisions, and I use the data to inform those decisions. Last year, if I would have paid more attention or closer attention to the data, the numbers, the financials, the metrics we measure in the firm, I would have made different decisions, but I didn't because I wasn't paying close enough attention. Towards the end of the year, I started realizing that, and now coming into this year, we're measuring everything. I'm looking at everything very closely, and that's changing the way we're operating for the better. But because I wasn't looking at it last year, I left stuff on the table. We left revenue on the table. We left growth on the table because I wasn't looking at the data. So as a business owner, you have to make sure you are looking at your metrics and the data that's important to your business. That's something I wasn't doing. Going to this year, that's something I'm absolutely going to do. So again, looking at 2023, coming into 2024, the three lessons I took, the biggest lessons I took were, one, learn to delegate more and let go of control. Two, enjoy the journey, enjoy the process. There's going to be ups and downs, and just embrace it all. And the last one is just make sure you're paying close attention to the data. The data is what drives your business. If you don't know your data, you can't understand where your business is going or where you're headed. So you got to do those three things. Delegate, enjoy the process, and measure and pay close attention to the data. I hope this video helped you. Again, I'm trying to get back onto YouTube now to share some more of my thoughts as an entrepreneur, as a business lawyer. I used to do it years ago. I got away from it for a while. I'm trying to get back into it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't done so, go over to our website, cozzalaw.com, COZZALAW. Check out our firm. Follow me on all the socials. I'll put them in the description below. And again, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video.